and custom fields, which allow you to name your own fields and enter your own information into them. PIMS allows a user to track customer information in a variety of ways. A person entered into the customer file can be flagged as either a customer or a prospect. On the customer record, PIMS will aid in the tracking of individual contacts you have had with that customer or prospect. These contact sessions can be printed out to better aid you in the follow-up process. Because PIMS records all sales information, reports can be pulled based on customer purchases, including whether or not bids are closing. PIMS allows a user to export customer information for the purpose of mailing letters such as thank you letters or bid follow-ups. PIMS will also print the labels for these letters. PIMS has the ability to notify the user of any special instructions pertaining to a specific customer. Simply enter the desired message, select the necessary parameters, and the instructions will show when that customer is entered on an invoice. This function is a tremendous aid for the communications between management, user, and customer. PIMS maintains a file of employees and related information. This information includes commission parameters, personal information, and because PIMS stores all sales information, a complete sales history is also available. PIMS allows the user to assign different commission parameters to an individual employee. These parameters determine how an employee earns commission based on type of sale and products sold. PIMS allows a user to assign a particular employee to a specific customer. This feature, as with many PIMS defaults, may be overridden at the time of invoice. This is the vendor section of PIMS. This is where you enter the pertinent information for the business organizations you purchase your finished products from. For those businesses dealing with components, those vendors are also entered here. One of PIMS' unique features is the ability to enter a vendor's minimum purchase requirements. This information is used by the purchase order section of PIMS. This is the section in PIMS where quotes, sales orders, and invoices are generated. These documents are collectively referred to as an order. An order is divided into several sections. The main section is where customer information and invoice parameters are set. The line item section is where you enter line items of products being sold and adjust their pricing if necessary. The additional information screen is where a user can select multiple payment types, quote information, and custom fields. The work section allows a user to print out picking lists and work orders. The automatic purchase order section is where a user can automatically generate a purchase order for this specific order. The quote, sales order, and invoice can all be the same document. This greatly simplifies the natural progression from one document to another. For those users with simpler invoicing needs, There is also a quick invoice with a simple one-page entry screen. With PIMS, there are several ways of entering line items onto an invoice. These include the clairvoyant features shown earlier. One way is to simply enter the code or part of the code of the item. Another way is to enter part of the description. A user can also enter part of the manufacturer code, or part of the category code. With PIMS, there are several ways to associate a customer with an order. Both permanent and occasional customers may be entered onto an order and modified at any time. To enter an occasional customer, simply type in the customer information. This information will be permanently stored on the order and not the customer file. If a customer already exists in the customer file, they can be associated with an order by entering their code, part of their name, or the last 4 digits of their phone number. Once entered, a customer's information can be modified on the invoice without disrupting the customer's original file. For customers with multiple shipping locations, simply select the alternative location and the shipping information will change. There are several ways in PIMS to adjust the pricing of selected finished products on an order. This allows maximum flexibility for those businesses that must compete on the basis of price. For those businesses that disallow such overriding, PIMS can disable this function. The user may simply type over the default price. A specific discount can be applied to an item. A global discount can be applied to the order as a whole. The user can use any one of the cost or margin adjustment parameters. And there's a backstep feature, which allows a user to force the price of an order to come out to a specific number. This will automatically adjust all line items entered. PIMS allows the user the opportunity of entering up to 3 different payment types and amounts per order. Also displayed is the other information about the payment types. There are several documents that can be printed directly from an order. These include picking lists, packing lists, and work orders. By checking this button, PIMS will print a packing list every time an order is printed. To print a picking list, the user simply enters instructions that will appear at the top of the picking list and clicks the button called Print List. Work orders are for those companies that produce their own finished products. Like the picking list, simply enter information you would like to have shown at the top of the work order and press Print Work Order. Sometimes a business needs to create multiple